one and all. My name is John McCarthy, and I couldn't be happier that you chose to join us for this event here on the TGC Network. Today is a single round event. Everything counts here today, folks. Let's get down to that first tee now and pick up on the action. Now this shot coming out of the rough. And this one's for birdie. Oh, that was very close. This one's about 2 feet from the cup. And that one's gonna go for par. And starting the round off at even par. Let's see what the second hole has in store. Going with the 8-iron. Not enough club on that one. And from the green side rough. And this putt to save par. All right, let's take a peek at the leaderboard now. And now let us see what the third hole has in store. I think you'll like that. Okay, about 165 yards to the pin. And going with the 7-iron on this one. And he is on. And this for the birdie. Yeah, that one's for that one. He's going to share the lead for this event. And next up is the par 5. He's going right through the brush on this one. I don't think he really had a clean swing on that one. And this is going to be nice and easy compared to that last shot. This to save par. And we're finishing this one with a good putt. Okay, and he's still in first place, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's see what the fifth has in store today. This shot might be a bit long. It's about 3 feet to the cup from here. And now let's take a look at the leaderboard. And after that one, he's still in first place. And moving on to the sixth. Okay, this one's looking pretty good. And unfortunately, that one actually ended up in the rough. Bit too much club on that. And to save the par. Oh, and just doesn't want to try. And about 8 feet to the cup from here. And that one will drop for bogey. And after that one, he's still holding on to the first place spot. And now we find ourselves on the 7th hole tee off. I think you'll like that. From here, about 230 yards to the pin. Here's a hybrid shot. And this for the birdie. That was very close. And they're about 3 feet away here. That putt will drop. And after that one, he's still tied for first. And now the 8th hole. Looks like a 7 iron. And I think that shot looked like it was pulled. And with that, he's going to move on to the green. And this is to save par. And a nice putt. And that hole was enough to send him out of first place. And now the 9th hole. This one's looking pretty good. About 160 yards to the pin here. Going with the 6 iron. Didn't have enough club on that one. And he will like that. This putt's right around 2 feet. And that par putt will drop. And on to the 10th hole here. Nothing wrong with that. And about 125 yards to the pin. Taking a shot with the pitching wedge. And with that, he's on the green. And this putt is for birdie. Ooh, just missing here. This one's about 3 feet from the cup. And that putt drops on in for par. And after that one, holding steady here in 3rd place on the leaderboard. And now the 11th hole. Nice shot. I think you'll like that. And about $1.15 to the pin from here. Going with a pitching wedge here. And he's on the green. And this putt's for birdie. And finishing this hole out with a solid putt. And that is going to put him into the lead, ladies and gentlemen. And moving along now on the 12th hole. And that didn't sound like the cleanest of contact. From 20 feet out. .5 feet to go here. he's still tied for first place after that one. All right, let's see what happens on the 13th hole here. And that will not be on the green. I think he's going to like that. And to save par. And that one will drop. And after that hole, he is still in first place. And now the 14th hole. And I'm going to guess he's not that happy about that shot. And nicely put into the fairway with the green in range. Let's see what happens. From 15 feet. This putt's about a 2-footer. And tapping in for bogey. And after that, he will fall out of first place. And setting up now on the 15th. And he's probably not happy with that. Okay, that shot's back in the fairway, and the green is within reach. Let's see what happens. Here's an 8-iron. And this putt's for birdie. And the putt will drop. And he will move up on the leaderboard after that hole. Okay, and moving on to the 16th here. And going with the 6-iron. Okay, he's putting that. And this for the birdie. Oh, thought that wasn't it. And about 4 feet from the cup. And a good putt. Currently sitting at 1 under for the day. And he's tied for 3rd place on the leaderboard. Well, this one's looking like it's in the fairway. From 125 yards out. Here's a 9-iron. And I think that was just a case of pulling the shot a little bit. This one's a 9-footer. And that one will drop. In 3rd place on the leaderboard. And picking up on the 18th hole action here. Let's see what happens. And I think he will be happy with that. About 130 yards to go here. And going with the 9-iron. And if this drops, it's for a final round score of 68. Ooh, and that was very, very close. And this next putt for a 69 on the final round. And that one will drop for par. And he will wind up tied for 6th spot on the leaderboard as his event comes to an end. And that's it for us here today, folks. We thank you so much for tuning in. And as always, we will see you next time. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to you. My name is John McCarthy, and I am oh so glad that you chose to join us for today's event here on the TGC Network. Our next event is one round only. It's all on the line here today, folks. So let's get down to that first tee and see how this unfolds. Yeah, this is looking fairway bound. This might be a bit too much club. All right, and the putter's coming out now. And this putt is for birdie. Oh, I thought that one was going to be in. And this one's about 6 feet away. Oh my gracious, that was close. This putt's looking to be about 2 feet. And starting the day at 1 over par. And as we look at the leaderboard today, the score to beat is currently at 3 under par. Well, I think this one's going to find short grass. Okay, about 185 yards to the pin. And here's the 6-iron. I think he'll like that. And nothing wrong with that shot. And this is for birdie. And now let's take a look and see how things are going on the leaderboard. All right, and that hole is going to bring him down to even par. And now the third hole tee off. And I think he'll like that. And I think he's going to like that. And this one's for birdie. This putt's about a 2-footer here. And that one drops for par. And after that hole, he will remain at even par. And that means he's also tied for 11th spot on the leaderboard. All right, here's the 4th hole. Going with the 6-iron. And this one's for birdie. And the chip will drop. And after that hole, 1 under for the day. And he's tied for 4th place on the leaderboard. Okay, and here is the 5th hole. And a promising looking shot here. And it appears it actually ended up in the rough. And with that, he's on the green. And 13 feet to go here. Ooh, and just inches away from greatness. This one's about 2 feet from the cup. And tapping in for the par. And no change in his standings after that hole. And moving on to the 6th here. Going with the 8-iron here. And he's on the green. And about 12 feet from the cup. For the birdie. And he now shares the top spot on the leaderboard. And let's see what the 7th hole has in store today. Well, I'm pretty sure this is going to land in the fairway here. Whoa! Right off the pin on that one. Now let's see what happens here from the sand trap. And setting up this next shot in the green side rough. And still in the sand after that shot. Okay, and let's see what the plan is here in the sand trap. Just missing here. And he's probably relieved he'll be putting now. And about 14 feet away here. This one's about 2 feet from the cup. And he will fall out of first place after that. And now teeing off on the par 5. Yeah, I think this one's got to find the fairway. And about 210 to the pin from here. That looks like the hybrid. And he's taking this through some brush here. this one's for birdie. Ooh, just missing here. And this putt's right around 2 feet. And that one will drop for par. And our leader today is sitting at 3 under par. Okay, and on to the 9th. Well, so far so good for this one. Here's a pitching wedge. This puts about 3 feet away. And that putt drops for bogey. And after that one, he's fallen in the standings. Okay, and the 10th hole. I think we'll find some fairway here. And about 105 yards to the pin. Not the best approach shot we've seen today. And this putt is essential to save par. And a nice putt. And our leader scored a beat today, sitting at 3 under par currently, and moving on to the 11th hole. It's looking like it's heading into the fairway. Well, that's unfortunate. This one's about 10 feet away. This one's about 6 feet away. Nice little putt. And as we look at the leaderboard today, the score to beat is currently 3 under par. And now we find ourselves on the 12th. Going with the 9-iron here. And this for the birdie. And that one will drop. And he's going to drop 3 spots on the leaderboard after that hole. And time for the 13th here. And a $190 out here. And looks like a 6-iron. Fantastic. And hitting this par 5 in 2 is going to open up some real interesting possibilities. And unfortunately, the golf gods have spoken, and the eagle, it's not going to happen. And as we look at the leaderboard, score to beat is 4 under. And setting up now on the 14th tee. Well, this one's looking like it's finding the fairway. Well, that's too bad. I thought for sure this was going to be all right. Yeah, this one's about 19 feet away. This one's about 6 feet away. And that putt will go for par. And our leader today currently on top of things with a round of 4 under par. And about 170 yards to the pin. And going with the 7-iron on this one. He's got to be pleased with that. And he's got to be happy with that. 5 feet to go here for the birdie. And he's moving on up on the leaderboard after that hole. And setting up on the 16th tee. Going with the 8-iron. And this putt is for birdie. And a nice putt there. And he's going to move up on the leaderboard after that one. And now setting up for the next par 4 hole. And nicely done, looking like we'll have some fairway here. Here is the pitching wedge. And about 34 feet to go. And about 5 feet to go here. Ooh, unfortunate. Now let's take a look at the leaderboard. And that hole is going to result in him moving down in the standings. And now teeing up for the final hole of the round. And that was a powerful, powerful drive. From 130 yards out. The 8-iron was a bit too much club on this one. Too much club on that, I think. And this next putt for a final round score of 75. Oh, that's bad luck there. And about 5 feet to go here. That was almost in. And finishing the hole with a solid putt. And as this event comes to an end for him, I think he's going to be going back to the practice range, working on his game, and getting ready for the next event. And with that, we say thank you to you for tuning in. See you next time. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're ready for some golf because it's almost guaranteed to be a good time here on the TGC network. Today's event will be one round only, so that kind of ups the stakes. Let's get down to that first tee and see how this one goes. And he's probably going to like that. And to save par. Ooh, and it just misses. This putt's about a 2-footer. And starting the day off at 1 over. And our leader is currently on top at a score of 4 under par. This one's looking pretty good so far. And this putt's for birdie. Finishing this hole with a solid putt. And that hole will bring him down to even par. And as we look at the leaderboard, score to beat is 4 under. This shot's looking pretty good. All right, 28 feet to the cup. It's about 6 feet to go here. And the par putt drops. And our leader today currently on top of things with a round of 4 under par. Wow, look at this drive, folks. Serious power. this putt is for birdie. And now let's take a look at the leaderboard. And he is moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. And here we are on the 5th. And it's looking like this is bound for the short stuff. And about 160 yards to the pin. Going with the 4 iron here. Too much club, I think. This putt is needed to save par. And that putt drops. And he's going to move down in the standings after that hole. And now we find ourselves on the 6th hole tee off. And there's a long bomb, folks. Look at that. And about 150 yards to the pin. This is a 4 iron. From here, it's 35 feet to the cup. Ooh, almost. This one's about 3 feet away. And that putt's gonna drop for par. And our leader is currently on top at a score of 4 under par. Let's see what the 7th has in store. And this shot's looking promising. This putt's for birdie. This looks like around a 4-footer, I'd say. And finishing the hole with a solid putt. And it looks like he moved down on the leaderboard after that one. Okay, we find ourselves now on the 8th hole tee-off. And nothing wrong with that shot. And I think he will like that. And about 5 feet from the cup. For the birdie. And that hole is going to allow him to move up in the standings. And on to the 9th hole. Here's an 8-iron. All right, and he's on the green, setting up about 12 feet away. Ooh. This putt's about 5 feet from the cup. And that putt will drop for par. And after that one, he has gone down in the standings. And let's see what the 10th has in store. Wow, there is some serious power behind this drive, folks. And this putt's for birdie. Ooh. This putt's looking to be about 2 feet. And that one's going to go for par. And unfortunately, he will go down in the standings after that one. And teeing off on this par 4. Oh, I think this one's going to find short grass. Well, I didn't see that landing in the rough, that's for sure. Let's see how this next shot goes. Out of the rough. Looks like this is bound for some rough. And it's about a few feet from the cup. And the par putt will drop. And that performance has led him to go down in the standings. Let's see what the 12th has in store. And this putt's for birdie. Oh my goodness, close, very close, but no cigar. 5 feet to go here. Ooh, and that was very close. And about 5 feet to go here. And that's that'll be for bogey. And it's 6 under for our leader today. And now the 13th hole. Taking a shot with the pitching wedge. Not enough club on that one. And that's just unfortunate. That shot's still in the bunker. Setting up for the 36-foot putt. Very nicely done. Long putt right into the cup. And it looks like he moved down in the rankings after that hole. And setting up now on the 14th hole. Yeah, I think you'll like that. And from 140 yards away. Ooh, I think he might clear the green on this one. And as luck would have it, this one's safely on the green. And that one goes for birdie. And he's moving in the right direction, moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. And moving on to the 15th hole. And a promising looking shot here. Going with a pitching wedge here. Too much club on that one. Setting this one up in the green side rough. Oh, and a very nice chip out of the rough and into the cup. And after that hole, that's going to bring him down to even par. And now setting up on the 16th tee. And pretty sure he's going to like that. From 130 yards. Going with the 8-iron here. And this putt is for birdie. This one looks about 4 feet. And the par putt will drop. And he's going to stay right there at even par after that hole. And our leader today is currently at 8 under. And now teeing off on the par 3 hole. Oh, this is definitely heading towards the green. Bit too much club on that one. Now setting up near the green, but in the rough. Oh, just dinged that one right off the pin. And this is right around the 8-foot mark. Oh my goodness, just missed. about 3 feet away here. And now we're gonna take a look at the leaderboard. And as we look at the board, our leader is currently sitting at 9 under, teeing it up here on the 18th. This one's looking pretty good. About 130 yards to go here. Going with the 8 iron. I think he tried to dial in a fade on that one, but it just didn't end up working. And this putt for a final round score of 72. And tapping in to end this round with a par. And as this event comes to an end for him, he had a bit of a rough week. He didn't really play as competitively as he needed to. I think he's probably just looking towards the next event. Well, that is all for us here at the TGC Network. We thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next time.